Hey there, CryptoWisers. It's your good old friend Milton here. I got another video for you today. We got to talk about a coin that is coming out next week that could be one of the biggest altcoins of this bull cycle. For the most part, today's been a bit of a flat day, but everything is looking pretty great in crypto these days. We are definitely in a very positive position as we lead towards the Bitcoin halving, which is going to be happening in 60 days, 2 months away, people. Anyway, I'm going to be getting super degen on this channel. I want to talk altcoins. I want to just kind of present to you guys as many altcoins as I can in the coming weeks, because for me, this is the time where I'm filling up my portfolio bags. I want to be ready for the next year. And most of what I'm going to be doing is buying altcoins. I'm going to be sharing with you my CryptoWise portfolio so that you guys can follow along at home, see how I'm doing, see what's going on. That's going to be coming up probably next week. I'll do a video where I share with you my whole portfolio. That will include my blue chippers as well as my very degen portfolio. I'm going to be putting together a $10,000 portfolio in which I hope to turn into $1 million by the end of this bull run. So if you're into altcoins, all things degen with crypto, and you want to learn more about new altcoins and know exactly what I'm going to be buying and selling and following along with the CryptoWise portfolio, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Those of you who are already subscribers, thank you so much. Your support means the world. It's amazing. I started this channel a couple of years ago, and it really just kind of keeps me connected to other people who love crypto. Really, I'm just another crypto investor like you guys. I'm super passionate about it. And this channel gives me a platform to meet other people who love crypto and to chat about crypto as much as possible. So don't be shy. Leave me a comment. Leave old Milty a comment. Guys, I want to hear from you. What do you think about today's video? What kind of videos do you want me to make in the future? What altcoins are you guys into? Make sure you leave a comment. And to entice you guys to make a comment and to like the video, I'm going to be doing another giveaway. So one of my other goals in this bull cycle, which I think we have probably 1 to 2 years. 1 year at the kind of the short end, I would say, and then I would probably say safely we got about 18 months left into this bull cycle, but that could stretch out into 2 years. But certainly in the next 1 to 2 years, I've got a couple of goals. One is to reach that $1 million target with my $10,000 alt portfolio, which we will follow along on this channel. Second is to revive We Are the Walrus, my favorite Solana NFT project. I really want to see it return to its past glory. It's one of the OG Solana NFTs. And guys, I've been looking at a lot of NFTs lately. And guys, it's not comparable. The art on We Are the Walrus is still by far my favorite. This is it on Magic Eden. And as you can see, look, the volume is super low. The floor price super low. One of my goals this bull cycle is to change that, but it's going to take some time. It's going to start slowly. And to start basically with today's video, I am going to be gifting one of the people who comment on today's video with a We Are the Walrus NFT. I'm only going to do that if this video gets 100 likes. Guys, come on. We can get up to 100 likes, that's for sure. Even my slowest videos get a few hundred views. So if 100 of you like today's video, and if you comment on it, you could be eligible for me to buy one of these We Are the Walrus NFTs off of Magic Eden and send it to you. Guys, the art on these things are amazing. Even the floor ones. Look at these floor ones. Honestly, I've been looking at a lot of the new projects on a lot of the different chains for NFTs, and I think people have gotten lazy with the art. And We Are the Walrus is a throwback to the OG days when I think a lot of work and detail went into these PFP collections, into the art, the layers, the different details on them. Walrus for me is definitely my favorite in terms of art. And so I want to gift one of you with a We Are the Walrus. All you got to do is comment on this video. If we get 100 likes, then I will buy and send you one of these walruses. All right, guys, let's move on. Let's get right to the altcoin I want to talk about today. This is very exciting stuff. we got one of the major games in Web3 coming out with their token next week. And this game truly does have the potential to be this bull run's Axie Affinity. Now, if you have been around crypto for a while, if you were around the last bull cycle, you will know that the hottest game in terms of play to earn was Axie Affinity. This is the chart. I have it up here. This is the weekly. And as we can see here, it just skyrocketed last bull run. Now, it's way down at $8. But if we look at the coin market cap, we can see here that the market cap is still over just $1 billion, and the fully diluted market cap is over $2 billion, and this is at a very low point in its existence. The all-time high for Axie Affinity was $165. This was by far the hottest play-to-earn game of the last cycle. People became millionaires from it. A lot of people around the world played it and could earn a living playing this game for, a good couple of months before it actually started to tank. And I think that's going to be probably the common life cycle for these games. I think like Web2 gaming, the popularity will come and it will probably end up fading and something else will be the hot new game. But a lot of work and a lot of community building goes into some of these games. So who knows? Maybe one of them or two of them will end up sticking and, becoming a mainstay for years to come. You never know. But in terms of what games can be popular for this bull cycle, there is no doubt that Pixels, that's right, Pixels.xyz has a real chance at being this bull cycle's Axie Affinity. Now, I've been playing Pixels for about a week now, trying it out just to get more information about it and see kind of how addictive it can be, how well built the game is. Now, if you watch this channel, you know I'm not really a big gamer. I'm more of an investor, definitely way more into kind of NFT collecting and crypto investing than I am into actually playing the games. But I recognize that Web3 gaming is going to be huge this cycle, and I don't want to miss out. So I'm certainly going to be trying out as many of these games as possible and investing in the tokens if I see a real opportunity. Axie Affinity really kind of came out of nowhere last bull run, and that's when you can really make insane 1000x gains. I'm not going to promise you that on Pixels because the word is already out on the street. People are already kind of onto this. So I think the market cap is going to be huge when it launches on the 19th. So, but I do think there's still opportunity for gains for sure. I will talk about that. I'll talk about my price prediction at the end or what I think the potential is for owning this token, if I'm going to buy it or not. But before we get there, let's just talk a little bit about Pixels and what it is if you're just hearing about it for the first time. I'd say at its core, it's like a world building / farming game. As it says here on their site, make your home in a world of unlimited adventure, master skills, and play with friends, build new communities. And then you could click here. This is on a computer that I don't actually use for my crypto, but I did download the Ronin browser wallet here just so we can go in and have a look at the game. Again, this Pixels game is on the blockchain network Ronin, so you will need a Ronin wallet to play it. Ronin is also the chain that Axie Affinity is on and a few other games. So it will also be really interesting to see how Ronin does when the Pixels token comes out. Should give a little boost to Ronin. I haven't really looked into the tokenomics of Ronin or anything like that. But now that I've been playing on Pixels, I'm definitely going to look into it a little bit more. And I'll let you know on the channel if Ronin is actually a bigger gaming play that I'll want to add to my portfolio or not. At the moment, I don't own any. So let's have a look at the gameplay here for Pixels. It's pretty good. I got to say, as I said, I'm not a gamer, but I've been playing it for about a week now, and it is pretty addictive, actually. The tasks are very straightforward, very simple. So I've just opened it up for the first time here. So I've got to go here. I've got to just, you got to basically say that you accept the rules. And then here you are. You start talking to Barney. He's the first character you talk to. He teaches you how to farm, and they give you a few things to work with at the very beginning of the game for you to be able to farm. But this is kind of a general idea of the game. You start talking to various characters in the game, and they give you tasks. Some of them will give you gifts, like Barney here ends up giving you some stuff to start your farming out. See there, you've gotten some poppy seeds here, and then he'll give you a tutorial how to plant them, and then how to cut for some berries, and then basically that's how the general game works. From here you'll go to the main playing area, which is like a town called Terra Villa, and we'll go there now just so that you can have a look at it. So this is what the game looks like. You can see here in the game that a lot of people have been able to attach different NFT avatars, which is cool, and different characters. But basically, you wander around the main town area here. You do different things. One of the very first things you want to do is go to Bucks Galore, which is kind of the marketplace. And you could go up here. You can see all the other people in the game. But then here, this is where you could buy different things to do different tasks in the game. You can see you can get a chicken that will lay eggs for you, and then you can collect eggs and other ingredients, and you can start cooking with it. An axe here to get you some lumber, all this sort of thing. There's a drill, cooking mix, etc., etc. There's a bunch of different things in the game. They've done a really good job at keeping it very simple, but giving it enough complexity that it is actually quite entertaining, even for someone like me who's not really into these games, especially the Metaverse games, not really my bag. But I could see how this has become really popular. And once they launch the token Pixels and it really becomes a true play to earn Metaverse, then I see this really gaining some traction. Now, one of the big things in the game over here that I want to show you is this farm, top farms. So I did buy myself a little speck of land, but this is, I guess, one of the major things that you would do eventually is get yourself a big piece of land or rent a piece of land and then take care of it and cultivate it and farm it and stuff. Anyway, there's way too much. I'm not going to go into every aspect of the game, but I just wanted to kind of show you so that you know when we're talking about the token, when we're talking about Pixels token, you know what the game looks like and what it feels like, what it really is. So this is what it is. It's a really kind of general metaverse farming game, but they've done a really good job on it. I gotta say, I think that I totally understand why it's popular, and I really believe that it's has a chance to be one of the big Web3 games this bull run, in that it's ready and it's out there. People have been playing it. It's got a big community already, and the token is about to launch. So the timing of it is great. So this one could do really, really, really well. So I definitely think you should put Pixels, the token, at least on your watch list this time around. So as I said, it's just going to be launching. People in the game have been, I haven't gotten this far in the game, but there's a token called Berry, the Berry token. That's going to be starting to be converted to Pixels. But really the true tokenomics of the game, the true play to earn aspect of the game hasn't really started yet for real. The launch of Pixels is really going to be kind of, in some ways, the true start of the Pixels game. And as I said, the launch for the token is supposed to be February 19th. It's launching on Binance as part of their launch pad. So people have been able to stake within Binance and earn some Pixels on the launch of the token. So I'm not on Binance anymore. I don't use Binance. So I haven't been participating in this. If I was on Binance, I would have been doing this for sure. I would have loved to have gotten some Pixels, as I do think it could do really well. So let's just go through this and talk a little bit about the utility for the Pixel token. So Pixel is a social casual Web3 game powered by the Ronin network. It involves a mesmerizing open world game that revolves around farming, exploration, and creation, which I just showed you. Pixel is the native utility and governance token, Pixel's ecosystem, and used in the following functions. NFT minting, so all future NFT mints from Pixels will be in Pixel. So I imagine in the gameplay, they'll switch over. Right now they have the coins in the game that you use. I think what will happen is you'll have to buy those coins uh, using Pixel, or I guess at some point they might just make that Pixel in the game and then you'll just buy directly with Pixel. But I think probably for the most part, what will happen is you'll just have to pay with Pixel to get those coins that you use to buy the chickens or the eggs or whatnot. VIP membership users will be able to purchase VIP battle passes in Pixel. Guilds users will be able to join a new social fi feature, which are guilds, by using Pixel. Quality of life upgrades, so premium in-game features will be sold in Pixel. And then governance. Pixel will eventually be used to govern the community treasury. So governance is always a huge utility for these sorts of tokens. The ecosystem consists of the following major systems working in conjunction. Play to earn. Pixels is innovating on Web3 incentive design. So the more you play the game, you'll be earning Pixel in the game. So obviously, if the value of Pixel starts going up, then the more valuable it will be to play this game, the more people will want to play it, and that kind of builds. That's what we saw with Axie Infinity last bull run. So when I keep referencing this game, Axie Infinity, which I never actually played, same thing, play to earn. Basically, you make money to play this game. And at the height of the Axie value of that token, people were literally making like six-figure salaries to play a video game. And as we get close to this bull run really heating up, I definitely see that happening again. Which games that's going to happen for is still up in the air. And that's what everyone is trying to find. That's the golden goose of this bull cycle. I think there's a few out there that can compete, but I definitely think Pixels has a good chance of being that next Axie. It definitely has a lot of things going for it. So farmland, NFTs, land ownership, player-owned house and farm in Pixel's Metaverse. Landowners have unique benefits associated with ownership relationship to the land that is not found in other land interactions. Customizations. Pixel's farmland NFT owners are able to customize their farm based on their progress in the game. And then Web3 reputation. This is an interesting one. A novel system combining on-chain data and in-game data to understand the user inside Pixels better. So they did do a raise. They sold a bunch of Pixel off already. They raised 4.8 million for that. And then 8%, I believe, of the token distribution is going to this Binance Launchpad. So let's look at the key tokenomics here. It's an ERC20 token on the Ronin blockchain, a 5 billion max supply. The Binance launch pool allocation is 350 million, so actually 7% of it. The launch pool start date was on February 9th, and we can see here the community is huge already, and the Pixel token hasn't even launched yet. So they have 150,000 daily active players. Now, a lot of this has probably been helped by the fact that the token was going to be launched and people knew that. So they've been playing the game to earn airdrops as well as certain players. Obviously, for someone like me who's just played for a week, I probably won't get anything for that. But if you have owned land for a long time in the game, or you reached, if you're one of the top players in the game, then you will be eligible for some Pixel airdrop. So here's the tokenomics distribution. You've got the Binance launch pool. Private sale was 14% of the tokens. Team is getting 12.5. Those are always vested over a certain amount of years. Advisors, 9.5. The rewards for playing the game, obviously, that's going to be 34% of the tokens are going to go to the in-game players. The treasury is going to be 17%, and then liquidity at 1% to add liquidity so that it can be traded on various platforms. So the release schedule, this is something that I'm really interested in, is because for me, these games aren't going to be long-term holds. Again, like I said, I'm not a huge gamer. I really am just going to try to get in and out during this bull run on the hot games. And so as you can see, it's really going to be another year before the tokens really start to be the circulation really starts to go up. So for someone like me, I imagine probably getting out before then. So I actually like this. I think that the game could reach really high popularity within the next year when the circulating supply is still low. So as an investment, Pixel, I think, is actually has a chance at least of being a really good investment this for the next say 6 to 8 months. And then you've got their roadmap and everything. Anyway, that's kind of the basic information on the tokenomics and the launch that is the token launch that is happening with Binance. And obviously, anytime a token is available on Binance, that's also really good for its liquidity and its volume, its trading volume, and it's just its accessibility to retail investors. All right, so let's have a look at this Axie chart again, because I just want to talk a little bit about my thinking around this token. Now, look, just to be clear here, this is a really important point. People are on to this. The last bull cycle, play to earn, really wasn't a thing yet. We didn't have the Axies in the past. So it really, Axie came out of nowhere. So if you got in on Axie, at the very beginning, under $1, that was really possible if you were someone who just stumbled upon the game, started to play it, started to like it. That's where the millionaires were really made. But I just want to show you that there was still a lot of money to be made in Axie, even after it pumped huge. So like even look, if you can see here, really it kind of stabilized around $4 and then it pumped to 18, about $20. So a 5x. And people are like, well, that's probably it. And it started going down. But if you got in at $20 or even say $25, which was the peak of its kind of first bull run there, and you held, you could have gotten all the way up to 160. So, there was still a good, 8x in it from the very first pop. So because we're already in a bull market, because Pixels has gotten a lot of attention already, I think that the very first, when it launches, it's going to pump really hard. So I don't think that Pixels, we're not getting in at this low level here. But could we be getting in at the $40 mark, say, in the equivalent of Axie? I think maybe. I think that's probably right in terms of like the fact that we're still early in the bull run. The fact that even though, like, if you're someone like me and you live crypto every day, all day, and you're into this stuff, then Pixels, it sounds like old news. People have been talking about it for a long time. Everyone is so bullish on it that you feel like, oh, I missed my chance. But the reality is that retail investors aren't really in yet. There's still a long time to go in this bull run. So look, I'm not going to be FOMOing into Pixel right away, right when the token launches, because I know there's going to be a huge spike. But I think it's going to level off at some point, and it's going to level off at a fairly higher price point, probably compared to, say, what Axie was at the beginning. But I still think even at getting in, say, at the equivalent of Axie at like a $40 mark, you're still looking at a 4x potential. 4x, does that sound amazing? No, but I'm trying to be conservative with these things. I'm really just trying to have a conservative outlook. I think obviously this bull run could be a lot bigger than the last one, so then you're looking at even potentially more. Maybe I'm overestimating the popularity of Pixels at this time, and then therefore you're looking at even more. But from a risk to reward standpoint, I do think that Pixels is one I'm going to definitely add to my watch list right when it launches. And if I see a nice entry, a 4 to 5x on a blue chip game is certainly not something to sneeze at. Okay. So that's where my thinking is at it. I'm definitely going to be watching it right when it launches. I'm going to be really curious to see kind of market cap wise where it launches. I expect it to have a huge spike right when it launches and then to come down back to earth at some point. Certainly if there are dips, because I'm playing the game, I'm definitely going to be revisiting the game. I'll probably continue to play it, to be honest. I'm kind of addicted to it now. I've been doing quests and things like that. So, maybe I'll earn a little pixel that way. But more I'll be revisiting, making sure I'm following the numbers in terms of daily active players, just seeing the advancements within the game, the ecosystem. And if I see that it's thriving, then, and I see a nice price point to get in on Pixel, then I will certainly consider buying some Pixel, adding to my portfolio, my investment portfolio, say for the next 8 months, between 6 months and a year to 18 months from now. I definitely think Pixels is something that, in terms of Web3 gaming, which I want to be exposed to, I want to have a lot of capital in Web3 gaming. This is one of the less riskier plays for me, with certainly some good upside. So that's the way I'm thinking about Pixels. Let me know in the comments of this video, what are you thinking about Pixels? Do any of you play it already? Let me know if you do. What do you think of it? Are you highly anticipating the launch of the Pixel token? If so, what's your strategy around it? And a reminder, just to incentivize you to actually have a conversation with me on my YouTube channel or on X, guys. Remember, you can follow me on X at CryptoWise, guys. I love talking crypto with you guys there too. But to incentivize you guys to talk to me, because I get lonely here in the digital verse, just talking crypto, I'm going to be buying one of you a We Are the Walrus NFT on the Solana blockchain, my favorite collectible NFT on Solana. It's one of the OG projects over there. I think the art's the best. If I get 100 likes on this video, one of the people who comment on this video is going to be getting one of these gifted by me, your old friend, Milton. Anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. Today we looked at the Pixels game. Token is not out yet, coming out February 19th over on Binance. Web3 gaming, going to be huge. Definitely going to be part of my DGen portfolio in many ways, which I'll be sharing with you guys probably next week. And then we'll be tracking my portfolio all the way through this bull run. So I hope you will follow along with me. And to do so, make sure you are subscribed to the CryptoWise channel. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Always a pleasure. Until next time, I'm Milton saying over and out.